Listen to the dreadhead trader with a grain of black salt. Do your own due diligence. Be your own DD. Be your own designated driver. You cannot trust what I say 100%. Know I have your best interests, and I always keep it 100. Alright, so it's Monday evening. By the time most of y'all get it, it's going to be Tuesday morning. Cinco de Mayo. Shout out to the Mexicans. Shout out to the Latin people from over there. I'm Latin myself. Much love. Alright, so I'm gonna get into it. I cannot make a AMC video that goes semi-viral about a Gamestop video, right? If any of y'all want any information or previous news on GameStop and AMC, just take a look at my video history. I got a ton of videos. I got a ton of shorts. But this is about GameStop today on the 4th. This stock tanked $2.69, down 10% to start the week. We all know the breaking news was just this past Friday on the 1st when GameStop went up 6%. But then if you go to the hour chart, I'm going to break down this daily chart, by the way, afterwards. 'Cause I know a lot of y'all be getting confused looking at all these, you know, all these lines in different colors. Well, I'm explaining all that, so don't trip. Just focus on the candlesticks. All right, so right over here, man, right over here. This is Friday after hours. GameStop did more damage. It went up all the way up to as high as $29. And of course, the market was closed on Saturday, but then Sunday at 5, it went up to $30. Unfortunately, TradingView doesn't really show the chart for the weekend on stocks for whatever weird reason. Y'all gotta update that, man, for real. But it hit this lukewarm threshold that I have over here in yellow, because we all know that the warrants for GameStop are at $32. This is where the shorts get scared. Now back to the daily chart. That was the hour chart. So I sold Sunday right around here at 29.50, 29.40 ish. I took a profit of some of my shares. I've been buying since last year, 2025. Y'all really think that on some fake YouTuber or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Nah. All these points right here are from last year. All these green and white spots are from last year, 2025, when I was buying up GameStop shares, slowly accumulating all the way up until this point. And let me break down this chart before I get into the news exactly about eBay, because we know eBay is the reason why this went up. So this guideline right over here, dang, my bad, y'all. Stupid thing's tripping. Come on, Apple. Just charged this damn mouse the other day. All right, so this guideline right here, $21.36. This trend line, I mean, this is where Cohen had bought, well, not bought, but he had back-to-back purchases back over here in January, around the 21st. He had bought 500,000 shares back-to-back days. His average cost is $21.36. That's resistance zone that we hope GameStop doesn't hit. But if it does, guess what? I'm gonna buy more shares and load up again. Because now my average dropped, my break even dropped a whole dollar. It's at 21.82. It was at 22.78 or something like that. So now I dropped to 21.82 because I sold some shares that were average higher. Okay, this line right here, this is Roaring Kitty's average that was posted, I believe, in 24 a couple years ago. He has a ton of shares at around 23.41. That's a key resistance line. And more recently, Bill Burr, Mr. Short the whole housing market in '08 and made millions and millions of dollars. His average cost is rumored to be at 25.26 because it was reported in April, it was a few weeks ago, that he had purchased some more shares of GameStop. So he's loading up. So with the chart work, this Mary Boshu over here on Friday was pretty much sell dominant or buyers dominant. And then today on Monday, it opened up around 25 at 6:30 went up to 26, and it tanked all the way down as low as 23.67, closed at 23.84. So based on this, 40 million, over 40 million volume on Monday, and 20 million on Friday. This is a market manipulation because over 23 million of these shares were in the dark pools, and the shorts are scared. The shorts are scared. So this morning, Ryan Cohen had an interview with CNBC, and this was before the market opened, I believe. And right after this interview, the stock tanked. He was very passive aggressive with these people because they fake. They some clowns. They was downplaying GameStop all the way from 2020 up until recently, and they shouldn't even have brought him on board because he wasn't really trying to answer no questions with anything but a few words. But he made it completely clear because they kept asking him if like how can he afford to purchase eBay for 55 and a half, $56 billion, and he said half stocks, half cash. And as we know, he has 9 billion cash on hand. And you know it says the company said it has a high confident letter from TD Bank for 20 billion in debt financing. Meanwhile, the evaluation is 46 billion. So they kept asking him, how you gonna get the money, how you gonna get the money, and he kept saying it's half stock, half cash. And we all know that he was pretty much hinting towards the end of the video that he'll most likely dilute these shares as a scenario to make up for the rest. But who says he's gonna buy eBay now overnight? This could be something that he can buy if GameStop, goes up higher to $30 or $32, $40, $50 in the future. He can dilute shares now, increase the flow. But this is what they do. The mainstream media, these people try to manipulate, the stocks because for all you know, this idiot over here is probably shorting GameStop along with the lady host and the mother fools back there. So they're gonna try to make it seem like the stock ain't anything, it's trash, it's going bankrupt, they don't got no money and blah blah blah. So I like how Ryan Cohen said that he basically gets no money if GameStop doesn't reach $10 billion market cap all the way up to 100 billion, and he has the shareholders' best interests. He cares about the people. He literally said, if this doesn't go as planned with that proposal that he had, then he gets nothing. He's a real one, man. He reminds me of Jesse from Breaking Bad. You know what I'm saying? But then on Sunday, this is important right here. The White House page. I don't even know these fools had a damn page, but they put up a picture of Donald Trump, as you can see over here, with 6 Uno wild cards. And people all over Twitter and KX are streaming about this because we all know Warren Kitty, when he whipped this out on his YouTube video back in 21, this is when GameStop went crazy after that had the mother of all short squeezers. So, these people are in on it. They know what's going on. They know because this was on Sunday, right before the market opened at 5, I believe. So these people know what they're doing, man. Like, we not stupid. And Ryan Cohen said this entire thing is on the website. That's what I was telling CNBC. And I'll let y'all read this on your free time, man. Everything is right here about what he can do with eBay. He's pretty much trying to double the amount of profits they can get. And he already owns 5% of the company. And yeah, I believe in it. If you ask my personal predictions of what he can do with a company like eBay, you already know he has his trading cards, GameStop with Pokemon, all the sports cards, NFL, NBA, NFL. He has some type of digital platform released a few weeks ago. And not only that, like the game consoles, of course, and all the accessories and toys and all that good stuff. He can pretty much turn their marketing value up into a lot of revenue because they spent like $2 billion on marketing in 2025, and it just didn't work out. But honestly, I believe in this cat. You know what I'm saying? He's a CEO that cares for the people. You can't trust anybody 100%, but what CEO do you know is gonna look out for the people and not get paid $1, no salary? He just wants to hit a threshold of $100 billion, a 10x GameStop, and now he's gonna do his best to flip eBay around and compete with Amazon. And I think GameStop can do this. I really think they can. And this just the beginning. This is the Berkshire Hathaway new generation version of stocks, in my opinion. Ain't nobody mess with GameStop. The shorts, they're a little happy right now. They're a little happy because most likely this is gonna come on down. In my general opinion, everything I say, financial advice. Like, share, subscribe, comment, get this out to people. People need to know about this, man. And if you look at the weekly chart, just for the past 3 weeks prior to this week, GameStop had three consecutive green candles, and that's known as the three white soldiers. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully this doesn't turn to a bear trend coming down for the next few weeks, but it could be temporary. It could go sideways like I already did, but with so much volume, GameStop hasn't had this much volume since the beginning of the year on January 26th, where I had 37 million volume, and it's hit 20 on Friday, and like I said, 40 today. So until next time, this your boy, Train G's with G. I'm out.